need to come up with a rally-wrecking play here to stop this run. Man, I don't know what happened right there. He just basically walked out of bounds.
Here's Westbrook. From the top of the key, he buries it. Westbrook's got his first basket.
Boy, he's so hard to stop, guys, because he poses a ton of matchup problems for the defense.
And the first half is now in the books. Los Angeles on top, up by 12. And it's...
Thank you, Kevin. Well, Chris, you and Blake Griffin may be the most...
Well, it's been a one-sided affair so far through the first two quarters, but there's plenty of time to mount a comeback.
Griffin just having a terrific game. He has 12 points, and he has 1 steal to his credit as well.
But he's done a better job than the numbers indicate, really. I think he's been really sound defensively, and he's helped his club.
Welcome back, everybody. Third quarter just about to get going here in what has been so far a runaway game. You look at Blake Griffin in this game, he's been everywhere.
That'll be important to see, if they can slow him down in the second half here, because so far they have had no answer for him down on the block.
Well, you got to mix up the looks you give him. Bump him out some, front him, play behind, double team him. But right now, he looks unstoppable in the paint.
Baca is out there with Durant. Then there's Roberson. Then there's Anthony Morrow. And it's Waiters in at the 3. That's the route for Scott Brooks getting going here in the second half. Here's Ibaka. Here's Roberson. And there's the call on Matt Barnes. Durant drawing the double team. Fires for 3. They get it again. Here's Roberson. And he's got his first free throw of the game. He's off on the first.
The Oklahoma City, for 2 years running, the only team in the top 5 in the NBA in both offensive and defensive efficiency. That ought to tell you about this balanced elite basketball team.
That's off as well, so he misses both. Paul kicks to Barnes. Al Paul. He's got 9. Jordan with a screen on Ibaka.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
Second half just getting started. About a minute played. And it's blocked by Ibaka. Let's check out what Doris Burke has for us.
Thank you, Kevin. Doc Rivers trying to help this Clippers team to the mountaintop. And Chris Paul said, I've never had a coach that wants to win as bad as I do, until Rivers. Rivers said, I'm just here to try to win. I always tell our players there's no guarantee to it. You have to be willing to get your hearts broken. Gentlemen.
He's getting him to lay it all on the line. Doris, thank you. And for the Thunder remaining so consistent despite losing Harden and then last year without the outside shooter Kevin Martin.
Yeah, not to mention, Kevin, the injuries to Russell Westbrook. Give credit to the players and the coaching staff. Again, when you've got a culture of expectation and you've got talent and leadership from the sideline and from within the players, then you've got a chance to weather storms effectively, and clearly the Thunder did that.
Clippers leading by 11. And the Clippers call time here. And as we get a break here, important for the teams to go over their own strategy. And for the players, this is where you have a chance to get rehydrated with Gatorade. So put out your best effort as the game wears on, guys.
It's amazing when you're playing during the season, if you go through a stretch where you don't hydrate, it can have a major physical toll on you. Your body wears down quicker, you don't recover as fast, and that can really take its toll over the course of an 82-game season.
Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over.
No discounts, no coupons, but I got the Rolls Royce for the great coupon. And you just put your face
For the Thunder, Dennis Kanter comes in for Anthony Morrow. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Dion Waiters. Here's Augustine. Puts it up from 12. Jump shot is good that time. Augustine's got his second bucket of the night. Los Angeles leading by 11.
DJ Augustine playing big minutes for the Bulls last season with Derrick Rose. And I'll tell you what, he put up some big numbers at times. 27 points in back-to-back games.
Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. And Durant comes to help. And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. The Clippers have been exceptional shooting free throws tonight, going 9 for 9. And the technical free throw is good.
Well, this last season was the Clippers' 30th in Los Angeles. And for a team that's long played in the Lakers' shadow, for the second season in a row, the Clippers were the best team in L.A.
Here's Barnes. That drops. Barnes has got the lead up to 14 now for Los Angeles.
Very clever passing. That was just beautifully done.
Ibaka, no luck.
And for the Clippers, in their 30 years in L.A., folks, only 6 times have they finished the regular season with a better winning percentage than the Lakers. Man, it's been domination by the Lakers out there in L.A. land. So Clipper fans are hoping that this is a sign of things to come going forward for their team, the Clippers.
Paul outside. He feeds it to Griffin. Clock at 6. Redick inside the line, and that one hits back iron. And guys, for the Clippers, acquiring coach Doc Rivers from the Celtics in exchange for a draft pick. In Boston, he'd been the second longest tenured coach in the league after Greg Popovich.
You know, but rather than rebuild, I think he wanted to go for another ring in L.A. He's got a lot of authority, final say on personnel decisions. So Doc has really put his stamp on this team.
So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. You know, Steve, a lot of teams look at this Thunder franchise as a model, you know, of how to go about building a team that can compete for a title through the NBA draft.
Well, it's a good model to follow, but you need some luck, Kevin. I mean, Kevin Durant fell into their lap. If they don't get the second pick in the lottery, and if Greg Oden doesn't go first to Portland, none of this happens. So, yeah, great planning, and they've had a terrific effort to put all this together, but it really comes back to getting Kevin Durant and Russell Westbrook.
Blake Griffin hits them both.
You know, going back to touch again on the Thunder, really you couldn't have asked for a better scenario for a small market team to put together a roster like this. I mean, your core pieces, your cornerstone pieces, Kevin Durant and Russell Westbrook, Serge Ibaka, are all relatively young in their careers and seem to enjoy playing for each other. So they're going to be good for a long time.
And out of bounds as the Thunder gain possession.
I tell you what, that's just a major unforced error right there, guys. My goodness.
A different look for Oklahoma City. Steven Adams, he's checked in for Roberson. Collison comes in for Kevin Durant. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Augustine. And a switch here also for the Clippers. Jamal Crawford, he's checked in for Barnes.
Well, they did have to deal with some small market repercussions, though. The Thunder, I'm talking about. You know, they couldn't afford to pay James Harden. They had to make that trade. But I think they've dealt with it really well. They've added some nice pieces, and the Thunder, obviously, still one of the elite teams in the NBA.
The Thunder with another miss. Clippers leading by 17. To the inside, Redick lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Redick's got 11 points.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
Yeah, they have the defense on the run right now because every pass seems to have a purpose. They're getting great movement, great spacing, and they're really lining them up defensively.
Jordan with a screen on Ibaka. Redick dishes to Griffin. Crawford passes to Paul. With nobody on him, he buries the jumper. 12 points for him.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
I just love the mentality they've had. If the shot isn't there, they're not forcing anything. They're moving it side to side, and working to get a good shot.
And Oklahoma City making a change here. Waiters is checked in. The Clippers also changing it up. Glenn Davis is checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Turkoglu comes in for J.J. Redick. And it's Rivers in for Chris Paul. Rivers kicks to Davis. Crawford drives in. Griffin trying to get open. That's good from Crawford on the assist by Davis.
Their interior defense has been dismal.
Yeah, and unfortunately, their offense in the paint hasn't been a whole lot better.
And Russell Westbrook again. Westbrook's got his third basket of the night.
That mid-range jumper, just another one of his weapons.
51 seconds left to play here in the third. Rivers passes to Davis. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Davis has got his first basket of the night.
Boy, they've been so sound offensively in the second half. I love the way they're playing.
Yeah, there's really no comparison to the shooting percentages between the teams since the break. Guys, he shot a very good percentage today, and they've needed it.
Clippers leading by 19. Rivers dishes to Crawford. 11 feet away, and it's rejected. And he's able to get it back.
They're in the position they're in right now, thanks in no small part to the show that he's putting on in this period.
Pulls up, high post. Another miss by Westbrook.
Boy, they've really dominated on the glass, and of course they've done a lot of good things here tonight, but the rebounds have played a major factor.
Hey, Steve, you know rebounding always one of the key barometers in determining the victor.
Crawford kicks to Griffin. Stolen by Waiters. It's Westbrook with the drive. The baseline jumper goes down. Westbrook's got 10.
Well, for one, he hasn't let them down. I mean, but a few other guys need to pick up the pace if they're going to be good.
And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Clippers lead by 19. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
Well, tremendous point guard play, but that's nothing new coming from him. This is what you expect, the gorgeous feed there.
So for the Clippers right now, Crawford and Barnes filling out the wings. Griffin at the 4 with Hawes at the 5, and it's Rivers in at the point guard position.
Just seems like they're finding an open lane to the hoop every time down. That's 5 buckets in a row for them in the paint.
Yeah, on the flip side, Steve, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior.
Boy, they are as hot as can be from mid-range. They're getting run off that three-point line, but they're taking advantage and knocking down those middle-range shots.
Steve, they've banged home 8 of their last 10 points on pull-up jumpers.
In the corner, it's Crawford. Rivers kicks to Hawes. 6 on the shot clock. And here's Barnes for 3. Thunder with the rebound. Here's Augustine. Open jump shot off the mark.
Even though he missed it, he couldn't pass up that chance.
Yeah, that's an easy jump shot. You got to take that one.
Crawford passes to Rivers. Griffin sets the screen for Rivers. And he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
Griffin created the space for that shot.
Thunder trailing by 21. Here's Augustine. Shakes off the strong D and gets to the bucket for 2.
Beautiful job angling his body, shielding the big man from the ball on his way to the basket.
That's really the only way to do it if you're going to take it down there amongst the tall trees.
Los Angeles calls timeout.
They've been committing a lot of turnovers, and I imagine that's exactly what they're talking about right now. They need to tighten it up.
Serge Ibaka, he's checked in for the Thunder. And then for Los Angeles, Jordan, he's checked in for Hawes. Redick comes in for Jamal Crawford. And Paul subbed in for Rivers. Griffin, and down it goes, jamming that one home.
Well, this is what he does. He's shooting it well. He's scoring a lot of their points, getting them in front.
All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
During that break, Coach Rivers had some words for his team. He told his guys to make sure they keep the pace fast, to get out and run each and every chance they get. He also asked for a very strong effort on the offensive glass. He wants to see them cashing in on a lot of second chance opportunities. So Coach waiting until the final stages to pull a few tricks out of his sleeves. Kevin, let's see if he's made a wise decision.
Always great to hear from you, Doris. Singler, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. And it's Dion Waiters with the foul. That's his first foul.